That's your entertainment, huh? Inshallah, we continue, inshallah, as Tafseer Surah Al-Furqan. Uh, now we are in part 6. Yeah, we start, inshallah, from ayah, I think, 45. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ألم تروا إلى ربك كيف مد الظل ولو شاء لجعله ساكنا ثم جعلنا الشمس عليه دليلا ثم قبضناه إلينا قبضا يسيرا وهو الذي جعل لكم الليل لباسا والنوم سباتا وجعل النهار نشورا وهو الذي أرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا. Right. So after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned before the story of the different prophets and how in the end Allah destroyed many of them, and now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invite us to reflect, right? So to bring you to the Iman through a different way. He said, ألم تر إلى ربك كيف مد الظل ولو شاء لجعله ساكنا ثم جعلنا الشمس عليه دليلا.
Have you not considered, dear Lord, how he extends the shadow, and if he will, he could have made it stationary. Then we made the sun for it an indication. The image of shadow and shade imparts to a troubled and tired soul a feeling of comfort, relaxation, and security, as if it is a gentle, compassionate hand that wipes away pain and worry, giving comfort and energy. Is this God's purpose as he directs the prophet who has suffered the unbelievers' ridicule and opposition to contemplate the shadow?
Yeah. So in order to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah give us different ways, right? And in the Quran, Allah mentioned many things. And one of the way is to reflect into his creation, right? He said he didn't see into just reflect about the shadow, right? Because shadow is blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, when you are sunrise, how long we can stay, under the sun? It's not too long. You need all of what? Shadow, especially for when the Quran was revealed. It's in desert. Yeah, in some area, like in Sudan, he said, if you stand up, maybe your brain will boiling because it's very, very hot, right? And then he said, if Allah wish, can make it sakina, the shadow stay, not moving. This is also the indication that this universe, all the sun, the moon, the planet, they are always in rotating and moving. If not, the shadow will be also stay, right? But we didn't see it. And also, the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changing from one state to the others, sometimes we not even feel it. That's the beauty of it, right? For example, if you have a baby, right, and can you know how he grew, even one tiny, like this? You don't know. Only 3 months. Oh, especially if you don't see for what 1 year. Wow. But nobody, no mother, even every day, they can see the grow, right? The same as you go outside, you look at the shadow like this. You didn't feel it, the moving, right? Suddenly, right? Because shadow also is to show the time of Salat. The Sahaba is, I remember when I was young, in the school, in front of them, they have like a stick, you put it like this, if the shadow, in here, and then little bit to the west, that means Dhuhr time, right? If then the shadow twice of the stick, what time? Asar time, right? Uh, and then the shadow come back. So when just look at, and if there is no sun, what? There's no shadow also, right? And the sun give us life, give us energy. But it's in time that human being can handle, you know, just only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created shadow. So shadow, so endangerment, people are going to be in suffering, in the mahshar, in the gathering. Even some of them said, God, I don't care. He put me in the Jannah or hellfire. Didn't say hellfire here, but it was funny. I don't want to be in this state because everybody there naked and have sweet, the smell no good. You know, the story that they went to Adam. Adam said, no, nobody can have this. But he said there are 7 people will Allah put him under the shadow. The same word in Arabic, madda dhil, right? Yawma la dhilla illa dhillah. On the day there's no shadow except the shadow of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Among them, he said 2 brothers love another for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah. The judgment of God. You, me, yeah, you too. Yeah. Remember you and Red Moon together? Yeah, it's very important. Or somebody, alone, nobody know, he cry. He remember his sin. فَفَاضَتْ عَيْنَاهُ. Cry. Allah said, come here. Right? Or somebody who give charity with right hand, give her the left hand. That means he was very sincere. Nobody know. Right? You put in the box, and Fajr time, nobody has to. Not by everybody here. Right? Right? That Allah will call them digit. Or the young man invited by beautiful woman and from high class. And he said, what? I fear Allah. The reason has to be clear. Inni akhafullah. Because maybe you refuse. Wait, my wife here. Not that one. Right? And also the people who attach to the masjid. Come around, mashallah. Right? Attach to the masjid. Always, dhuhr, mashallah. They didn't Allah going to call it. Subhanallah. وَقَلْبُهُ مُعَلَّقٌ بِالْمَسَاجِدِ. Yeah? ثُمَّ جَعَلْنَا الشَّمْسَ عَلَيْهِ دَلِيلًا. Then we made the sun for it an indication. Right? The sun is dalil, because without the sun, without the moon, we know what day, night, right? Or in another ayah said, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the day forever, who can make night? Or the opposite. Yeah. And the sun, the rotating of the sun, the sunrise and all this, that also the cause to have the season. We have winter, we have summer, all this. Yeah. Yeah. Now even people discovered what the power of sun. What do you call it? People they get energy from the sun. The house have something, so give the electric solar power. And Allah mentioned many times in the Quran, was Shamsi, was by the sun. We just read it. The non-Muslim, they yeah. So, should we break salah for Salat Asr? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ثم قبضناه إلينا قبضا يسيرا.
Then we withdraw it to us, a gradual, concealed withdrawal. The surah shows the shadow as being gently stretched by God's hand before it then. The shadow is a faint darkness made by the sun's rebounding rays. It moves along with the movement of the earth in relation to the sun, changing its position, length, and shape on track.
Subhanallah, right? This is the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He changes something, change slowly. Even when you look at the, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا أَسْأَسْ, when the night come, as means slowly, right? وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ, and then talk about subuh, and also come out slowly. Imagine you wake up at 12 o'clock, right? Right? Subhanallah, slowly. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about the sunrise, sunset, and the shadow. They're moving always slowly, not make. So you make people comfortable day and night, right? Subhanallah. But also, spiritually, that's how when you follow the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will enjoy gradually. People sometimes somebody become Muslim or you come back to Islam, you not really enjoy it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said everything had to be what? Gradual. Right? وهو الذي جعل لكم الليل لباسا والنوم سباتا وجعل النهار نشورا.
And it is He who has made the night for you as clothing and sleep, a means for rest, and has made the day a resurrection. Moving on, the surah highlights an image of the night, its stillness and peaceful slumber, contrasted with the day and its bustling movement. The night spreads its cover over animate and inanimate objects so as to make the world appear as though it wears the blackness of the night.
Because we every day we have experienced day and night, you don't feel the blessing. So therefore said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the night libas, like a cloth. What for libas? To cover up. Libas also to make you comfortable. Right? So we have libas for winter, for summer, and all this, right? Libas also is rest, to temper. And sleep is one of the great blessing. There's two type of sleep, right? The sleep that come to you automatically, that's a good sleep. And the sleep you try to sleep, and it's the most difficult. Sometimes you put this way, right? But when the sleep come to you, oh, it's so beautiful, right? Sometimes I have colonoscopy. I like it that when they try to put the, what do you call that?
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia, yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful sleep, right? So Allah said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this, so yeah, وَالنَّوْمَ subata, and make the night subat. That means time for relax. Relax from your business a day, relax for your body, relax for your mind, from your heart, relax for everything. Right? And it said, وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارُ, and I will make day nushuro, resurrected, life again. Right? So therefore, also indication here is that try as best you can, to use night to sleep. So when you work at daytime, you have fresh. Subhanallah. He said, if you sleep before midnight, that's the best sleep. Because then in the morning, you are fresh. Any sleep after 1 o'clock, watching video, watching this, right? Even then, you after subuh, you sleep again. It's not like the sleep that you before. This is the Allah fitrah, nature. Libas, you have to put it. Right? Subhanallah. So therefore, why what you call لا تأخذوا سنة ولا نوم. Allah never sleep or sleep, because sleep is our weakness. It may be a blessing, also is also our weakness. Right? How strong you are if you're sleeping. Subhanallah. And also, when you close to Allah, you obedient to Allah, sleep easy. Hope you people are difficult to sleep. Mostly. People have a lot of sin. Right? You know, when you have a lot of sin, you have to sing, and then the people have just to peel. So therefore, why if you go to Hajj during Hajj time, sleep so easy. Have you experienced? Very easy. Why? Because you are in obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So your body was submit, right? And so you're tired also, right? Subhanallah. Sometimes I was, even doing stoning. Allahu Akbar, was really, yeah. وهو الذي أرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا.
And it is he who sends the winds as heralds of glad tidings, going before his mercy, rain. And we send down pure water from the sky. All life on earth depends on rainwater, either directly or through the rivers and other water courses, springs, wells, and underground reservoirs it supplies. Only those who directly depend on rain for the living properly appreciate God's grace as he sends rain.
So Allah SWT, after mention many blessings, we did not pay attention because used to the sun, the shadow, day and nights. Now Allah SWT talk about another blessing to emphasize the thing. It's about what? Al-Hawa. Right? The air. You were able to breathe. So in Arabic call is Hawa. Right? He send the wind, the air, he said that in Arabic, the wind, the air is called Hawa. Right? So therefore, when the Arab came to one place, there's a lot of wind there, close to the seashore. They said, wow, this area, lot of Hawa. People there hear that, oh, Hawaii. The Hawa from Hawaii. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send the Hawa, right? Bushran is what? Like a good news. Bushra in Arabic means good news not come yet, it's coming. Right? It's talk about what? About the rain. The rain is coming. The Arab, in the desert, they know the rain coming is from the feeling of the wind. When the wind coming, right? And one of the benefit of the Hawa is Hawa, the one who carry what? Carry heat, carry cold, light, the voice, all this. Without the Hawa, you don't have, you not feel the harara, the heat, cold. Yeah, even the light. You know, people in the moon, even you put the bomb, nobody can hear it, right? Because no hawa. So they have to use something, right? Subhanallah. And the airplane, we're not able to fly. You know, the hawa is very, very soft, you know, but authority, we can walk in wing. But how they can fly without hawa? They cannot fly, right? And in Arabic, there's two words Allah used. Uh, if Allah used in plural, like riyah, you call riyah, the winds, is a positive. When Allah used in plural, rihun asib, that means negative. So hawa, even they are what you call very soft, but can destroy the building, can destroy, you know, can make the ocean wave is very high, right? Uh, so therefore, what you call the blessing, he said, Busran bayna yaday rahmatih. I send you the hawa in the front of you. That's rahmah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? You know the blessing of hawa unless when you're difficult to breathe. Right? I remember when I was in the hospital and put many tube. You know, I want to sneeze. You couldn't. It was all tube here. But inside wanted. Subhanallah. I know the blessing. Just sneeze. Very difficult. Right? So therefore, after they said وَأَنزَلْنَا, and then we send down minas sama from heaven. After we have wind coming, ma'an. Ma mean water. Tohuro, clean. Subhanallah, clean water. And the water, where did water come from? From the ocean, right? And the sun sucked it and then. But ocean water is what? Salty. Subhanallah. So the hawa move it first. Right? So when they come down, they already not salty anymore. Right? And also they come down, you know, this water is very heavy like this. But Allah put it, one drop in. Imagine if there's like block, the ice. It's something we have ice, but they break your they break your car, right? Something. Subhanallah. And also tahuro. Tahuro means clean, right? Clean for. So therefore in Surah Al-Mulk, in the air said, you know, ma'akum ghawran faman yastikum bima'in ma'in. If Allah wants to stop water, who can bring the water? Said there's a king was walking in the desert and he'll get lost and everything's gone, including water. A Bedouin passed by, he carry water. You know, let the water put in like in the skin. Oh, please, give me that water. He said, you have to pay. So how much I give you? Half of your kingdom. What? You crazy? If not, I put it. Okay. Take half of my kingdom. So he did drink it. And after he drink it, the Bedouin asked him, he said, no, if that water stuck in your stomach, how much you going to pay? Say, all my kingdom. Subhanallah. So your kingdom, the value of the kingdom, even less than the value of the urine. Subhanallah. I mentioned, remember last time, a man, he's in 70 years old. He difficult to do number one for 2 days. Oh. Sometimes you are sleeping, you're still sleepy, but you have to go to number one, to the restroom, right? And then you go there, and you really, beautiful. And then Imagine that stuck. You call 911. So his son took him to the hospital because then he found out they have problem with his bladder. Well, you know the blessing of bladder. Bladder can hold the water for a while, and then the time come out. And then the operation, you need operation. And alhamdulillah, he feel good. 2 days, imagine that. And then he saw in the bill, $9,000. He cried. He said, Dad, don't worry. We paid already. No, son, I cry not because I did. For 70 years, I do this all. He never charged me for one penny. Allah never charged me one penny. No, today I had to pay 9,000. Right? Subhanallah. لنحيي به بلدة ميتا ونسقيه مما خلقنا أنعاما وأناسيا كثيرا.
That we may give life thereby to a dead land, and we give to drink thereof many of the cattle and men that we have created. We note how the concept of purity and purification points to the life brought about by rain. Thus, life is given an added aspect of purity because God wants human life, and indeed all life on earth, to be pure of evil. Thus, He washes the face of the earth with pure water that brings life to an otherwise dead land, and which also serves as a pure drink for all creatures.
So the Quran mentioned that without water, there's no life. Right? Allah bring back Baldat and Maita, land, a place that dead already. And then Nuski means Allah SWT give that water in measurement. Right? Because sometimes Allah give water and then flood. Right? But mostly Allah SWT give water measurement. And He give who? Mimman khalaqna. Everything He created. The cattle, the people all enjoy with the water. But also this is not only talk about the water. I talk about what? What can give you a life also? The Quran, the Wahy. So therefore, Allah SWT always, when Allah SWT talk about the anzalna, send down the what you call the rain, the rain give life to the earth, right? Rain. It's the same. The Quran give life to the heart. The heart is dark, you didn't know which one right and wrong. Right? So therefore, like Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu came to Rasulullah sallallahu Ya Rasulullah, I love you more than my family, my wealth, my everything except myself. Rasulullah said, you do not love me yet. Umar not hypocrite. Okay, no. I said, Ya Rasulullah, until you love me more than yourself. So Umar left. And he started thinking about what did Rasulullah say. I have to love him more than myself. I said, yes. I was in darkness. I was lost. I buried my girl. I drink every night. I play gambling, all this. But I'm not happy on that time. Right? And then came Muhammad Sallallahu. He brought revelation. He brought light. He brought me from darkness into the light. So he came back. Yes, Rasulullah. Now I love you more than myself. Right? Yeah. Imagine without Quran. So therefore, it is very important that to bring our heart life to attend this tafsir class, because Quran is the food from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Right? Sometimes you read the book and then you cry. The book is taught your heart. If it not make sense, I mean, sometimes you have a book you read, Scientifically, very good, they nurse your mind, right? But not touch your heart. The Quran is the book supposed to be what? Not touch the heart and the mind. So the Quran can fulfill whatever, who are you, what you need. I'm a scientist, for example. I want to read Quran can fulfill my desire. The Quran talk about science. I'm a little bit Sufi, right? Talk about zikir and all this. The Quran also. Whatever your major, and you want, Quran can satisfy you. You can select the ayah that can vary. And as we know that many people become Muslim because 1, 2, 3 ayah. Yeah. One funny thing, somebody from Spokane I met, how he become Muslim, I said, because the Quran always mentioned between gambling and drink, right? He said, that's what I love in my life before. If there is what? There is gambling, have to be what? The alcohol. Yeah. Yeah. Someday they become Muslim because Quran talk about uh, the Big Bang theory, right? About embryology and many things, right? Some Arab on that time just because the beauty of the Quran. Yeah. So therefore, if you want to bring life into your spirit, it has to be through the Quran. وَلَقَدْ صَرَّفْنَاهُ بَيْنَهُمْ لِيَتَذَكَّرُوا فَأَبَى أَكْثَرُ النَّاسِ إِلَّا كُفُورًا.
And indeed, we have distributed it, rain or water, amongst them, in order that they may remember the grace of Allah. But most men refuse or deny the truth of faith and accept nothing but disbelief or ingratitude. At this point, the surah refers to the Quran, which, like pure rainwater, descends from high to purify people's hearts and souls. It wonders how man warms to rain, which is essential for physical life, but does not warm to the Quran, which gives life to hearts and souls.
Yeah. So Allah SWT moved the rain from one place to other place. And so therefore why, the scientists can predict when exactly sunrise and sunset, right? But when come to rain, they cannot predict exactly because sometimes they follow what? The wind. Today, for example, they said the forecast said, something I follow forecast in King 5, Common News, tomorrow will be sunshine. And then in the morning, change, tomorrow rain. Just following what? So therefore, when in the 5 secrets that mentioned in the Quran, in the end of Surah Luqman, right? And one of them said, nobody know about the rain. Only Mikael will take care of the rain. Right? Yeah. And some rain, sometimes they destroy the city. The the last time, where's the flood was in one state in America?
Florida.
Florida. Yeah. So this changing sometimes, rain is blessings, rain sometimes. This is Allah want to test the different to tell us, right? Because He said, يَتَذَكَّرُ. So Allah SWT want people to reflect. Just reflect about the rain, the moving the rain. The rain sometimes, make, everything grow and everything, but sometimes flood and all this. Lakin fa'aba aktar nas. But most people never want to think. Kufuro. Right? So if you want to know the behavior between mu'min and kafir, look at when situation change. Right? The the kafir, when everything's smooth, everything's good, you know. But little bit just this. Oh, God is not fair. Right? Many things happen. Even among the Muslims something. Right? So to measure our iman, yeah, to measure our iman is during the good time and bad, because in Islam, what you call good and bad is what? A test, right? So therefore, why in their judgment Allah going to call people? For example, why you not pray? God, because you make me poor. I don't have nothing. Allah call Isa alayhi salam. This is the poorest man in the world. I said, you give me power. I'm a president. I'm a king. Allah call who? Sulaiman. How big your kingdom? This man, right? Right? I am businessman. Allah called Dawood alayhi salam. So whatever you are, Allah, the order of the Prophet is the example. It's not excuse. Right? So therefore, and also the most difficult test, not during the calamity, during what? When the good thing happen. When everything is good. That's the really test. Right? وَلَوْ شِئْنَا لَبَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ قَرْيَةٍ نَذِيرًا.
And had we willed, we would have raised a warner in every town. Such a course would have divided the task and made it easier to carry out. God, however, chose one of his servants, the last of his messengers, and required him to address all mankind so as to give them the same message, which remains free from local variations.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, if I wish, and I will send to every city, every country, a prophets. He used to do it before. Right? From Adam, 10,000 years, people worship God. Then people start astray, Allah said no. Right? People are good, and then said, so almost like that. So this is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honor Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But no more. For you are become the messenger for all mankind, not only for Arab. Right? Because I live after you die, instead I left behind you was two things, the Quran and Sunnah. Because if not, until the Judgment continues. prophet again, yeah? Yeah. So the last ayah tonight, inshallah. فَلَا تُطِيعِ الْكَافِرِينَ وَجَاهِدْهُمْ بِهِ جِهَادًا كَبِيرًا.
So obey not the disbelievers, but strive against them by preaching with the utmost endeavor with it, the Quran. The Quran has great power and influence. It is irresistible. When God's messenger addressed the Arabs with it, it shook their hearts and consciences. They tried hard to counter its effect, employing every means at their disposal, but all their efforts were useless.
Muhammad don't obey the disbeliever. Remember, they offer him everything, right? Muhammad, if what you're doing because you want to be rich, make you the rich one in Makkah. Woman, we find the prettier one. Right? Position, you be our leader. If you have problem in your mind, I will bring the best of them. Right? Allah knows that Muhammad will not obey them. But he said, so obey not the disbeliever. This is like what you call it, emphasize. You know, this ayah said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu aminu. Or you believe. It's a strength, right? You believe already. They said, oh, American, be American. You're American already, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I know you believe, but you have to always renew your Iman, because your Iman become odd now, right? So you have doubt in your Iman. That's the meaning, right? And then said, wajahid bihi, and make jihad, right? With the great jihad. Wow. Islam asked to make jihad, right? But this jihad, how did he have soldier? He's in Makkah. How make jihad in Makkah? No soldier, right? He said, jihad bihi, with it. with the Quran. So the best jihad with the Quran. Right? So people said, khairukum, the best among you. Man ta'allam al-Quran, who learn Quran and teach the others. You know, if I say Hamza is the best, according to me, but according to others, might be not the best. But Allah, the one of the best, what? Khalas. He said, the best among you who learn Quran. Because how are you going to do jihad with the Quran without that even knowing the Quran, learning the Quran, right? Yeah. How to do jihad with the Quran? Number one, you study it and you convey the message. And somebody with doubt, you have the dalil from the Quran. Because you know, Islam is the religion start with what? Iqra. What Iqra mean? Read. Ended with what? Wasjud waqtarib. Sujud. So this means before you do ibadah, what you need? Knowledge. Look at the combination. Wasjud waqtarib. So, and very interesting, the Quran was revealed in the society when there is no knowledge there. Right? So he said to revive these people need the knowledge. Yeah. So inshallah we'll continue. This is need explanation longer. So anyway, so today Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked us to think about all the blessings that we enjoy every day, but we did not pay attention. So to bring our Iman, to revive our Iman, you need to reflect of his creation, the blessing, right? Start, we talk about what? About the shadow. Shadow that you enjoy every day, right? About the sun, about the night, about the day, right? And then what? About the winds and all this, right? Reflect, because if you reflect, you study, then your Iman will become and increase, right? Still there's some?
6 advices from Luqman al-Hakim. Be grateful to Allah. Perform prayers. Be dutiful and good to your parents. Not associating anything with Allah. Promote what is right and forbid what is wrong. And walk and talk in humility.
Subhanallah. This is in the Quran, right? Luqman advice is combine three things. Combine the Aqidah, you know, worship only one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Combine ibadah, pray, right? And then enjoy good for the evil. And then walk in humanity. That means what? Akhlaq. Right? So we have is Iman, Islam, and Ihsan. Remember that? Iman like the root and the trunk. Right? Islam like the branch. But we need fruit. That's Ihsan.
When people abandon you in times of hardship, this is a sign that Allah wants to take care of your struggles himself.
Himself. Yeah. Oh man, nobody like me. Nobody heard me. Right? Say maybe you forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So sometimes what happened to us, it is always there is a wisdom behind. And don't say it's why me? Why this happened to me? Right? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, number one, Allah never put a burden beyond our capacity. Right? Somebody sick, this kind of sickness, because Allah know only you can handle it. And somebody came to me and said, why you have two sons, they're autism. Why does he give it to me? So because only you can handle it. If not, you give to others. You know, he will enter Jannah without his help. Remember I mentioned last time? The one Indonesian not become sheikh there. He have two brothers, both of them autism. They are 50 years old now. And he said, Mom, why? I'm not like others. They can play with their brother. I couldn't play with them. So I want you to study Islam, and then try to find the answer. Why Allah give you these brothers? So he studied, and then went to Medina. Right? So the first thing after he knew Arabic, he tried to find the answer. And he found a hadith. If Allah bless you with this kind of children, autism, and you're a patient, you will enter Jannah without hisab. And now, Mom, he kissed his forehead, said, Khalas, you are gonna be Jannah. I'm not gonna be Jannah. You're gonna be Jannah. How long you suffered with autism? What, 70 years? Could you be, yeah.
The Prophet ﷺ said, reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas, Surah Al-Falaq, and Surah Al-Nas 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening will protect you from everything.
Sometimes we pay attention when doctor asks you, eat this 3 times after breakfast, after lunch. I said, this is the Prophet. Subhanallah. Yeah, protect from everything. Yeah.
O you who have believed, fear Allah and let every soul look to what it has put forth for tomorrow. And fear Allah. Indeed, Allah is acquainted with what you do.
What has put for tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Monday, right? But it's talk about day judgment. Why is it tomorrow, not day judgment? Huh? Yeah. That means if you die tomorrow, are you ready? Subhanallah. Yeah. Salam. What? Tafsir?
Continue.
Some?
Easy zikr, La ilaha illallah, doesn't require any movement of the mouth or lips. So you repeat it all day without anyone noticing.
Subhanallah. The best dhikr that I said and people before me, or the Prophet, is La ilaha illallah. In Arabic, a letter, some word you have to pronounce with difficult, like do, right? It's not easy. And yeah, sword, right? Raw. And then if you say something, in front in the company, people can notice. But La ilaha illallah, I can say, sight, you are alone, right? And also maybe somebody in coma or somebody in hospital, he's going to die. He have problem with his mouth. He still can say it. Look at the blessing. Because said if somebody die in the word La ilaha illallah, dakhala Jannah. He will enter Jannah. And Allah make it the word is so easy to say it. Right? So therefore I have to say a lot. See, Imam Shafi said on day judgment, a lot of people are going to regret. From what? From opportunity, to do dhikr, they didn't use it. Because something you drive the car, traffic. What people do in traffic? It's crazy, complaining. Dhikr. Right? Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Good. Or sometimes you line up waiting for something. You're waiting for doctor. Dhikr. Right? Include dhikr, mean reading Quran dhikr. No, you are here dhikr also. Everything to remind Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? And also, if you cannot sleep, make dhikr. Subhanallah, subhanallah. Yeah, dhikr can make you sleep very easy.
Don't care about how many people may get mad at you for doing the right thing, because they won't be standing with you on the day of judgment.
Why? Why you care what people will can say to you, right? So therefore, in life, we have to have a goal. What our goal? How to please Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Because if you please Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, everybody will please with you. With Allah displeased with you, you know, who can fight against Allah Subhanahu wa Taala? Yeah.
Dua. O Allah, I ask thee for security in this world and in the hereafter. O Allah, I ask thee for forgiveness and security in my religion and my worldly affairs, in my family and my property. O Allah, conceal my faults and keep me safe from the things which I fear. O Allah, guard me in front of me and behind me, on my right hand and on my left, and from above me, and I seek in thy greatness from receiving unexpected harm from below me.
Amen. Yeah. This is dua of Rasulullah SAW. And inshallah we make dua. Sister Anjum was asked me to make dua. Sister, I forget, this is sister or brother who need to make dua? Sister
My,
Anjum?
my nephew.
Okay.
My nephew, his name is Muhammad Kalim.
Muhammad Kalim, okay, okay.
Yeah, he passed away yesterday in India.
Okay, inshallah.
Jazakillah khair. And he has two small kids. Make dua for the children.
Okay, inshallah. Alhamdulillah hamdan yafi ni'amahu kafi mazida ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa adhimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina wa ala sahbihi ajma'in. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وعافه واعف عنه وأكرم نزله ووسع مدخله ونقه من الخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس وأدخله جنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم أفرغ صبرا لأهله يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم احفظهم يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا اللهم وسع مدخلهم ونور قبرهم وارفع درجتهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.